been on this floor many times myself, and I've never been quite as nervous. Not because I'm not sure of my position or how I feel or what I think is the right thing to do, because I'm not sure what's going to happen. I've spoken on this floor many times myself, and I've never been quite as nervous. Not because I'm not sure of my position or how I feel or what I think is the right thing to do, because I'm not sure what's going to happen. And rarely have we faced an issue as important as this without knowing the outcome. But this vote is not about politics. This vote is about an issue of fairness. It is about the fairness of people who are of the right age, of sound mind, who choose to live together, share everything together, and want to be able to have the protections that government grants those of us who have the privilege of marriage. That's all this is about. Whether Senator Duane and his partner Lewis, who are two of the most committed people I've ever met, why should they be denied the right to share their life together? These are relationships that I envy. And in fact, we all should envy. And all they ask for is to be treated fairly and equally and be able to plan for each other in the event something happens to them. The same way Senator Lanza does with his wife Marcelle, or Senator Flanagan does with his wife, or any of those of us here who are married are able to plan and protect the person that we love. I'll tell you one funny story. I was on 6th Avenue in Manhattan. I was in my car. I was driving, stopped at a light. I had my window open. And a young man on a pedicab stopped and stuck his head in the window of my car. And he said to me, "Excuse me, is there going to be a gay marriage vote in Albany this week?" And I said, yes. He said, "Are you going to vote for it?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because I believe that people should be able to share their life with whoever they want." And he stopped and he said, "But they're changing the definition of marriage." And I said, "Think about this. We just met, you and I, right here at the stoplight. You stuck your head in the window of my car." I said, "Do you know tomorrow we could go to City Hall, we could apply for a marriage license, and we could get married?" I said, "And nobody there will ask us about the quality of our relationship, or whether we've been committed to each other, or any of those things. They will issue that marriage license and we can get married." And he said, "Yes, that's true." I said, "And do you think we're ready for that kind of commitment?" And that's really what this is about. We in government don't determine the quality or the validity of people's relationships. If we did, we would not issue 3/4 of the marriage licenses we do. I know many people are concerned about the destruction of the sanctity of marriage as well, and they view this as a threat. But let me ask you something, ladies and gentlemen. What are we really protecting? Turn on the television. We have a wedding channel on cable TV devoted to the behavior of people on their way to the altar. They spend billions of dollars, behave in the most appalling way, all in an effort to be princess for a day. You don't have cable television? Put on network TV. We're giving away husbands on a game show. You can watch The Bachelor, where 30 desperate women will compete to marry a 40-year-old man who's never been able to maintain a decent relationship in his life. We have The Bachelorette in reverse. And my favorite show was The Littlest Groom, where 30 desperate women competed to marry a dwarf. That's what we've done to marriage in America, where young women are socialized from the time they're 5 years old to think of being nothing but a bride. They plan every day. There's what they'll wear, how they'll look, their invitations, the whole bit. They don't spend 5 minutes thinking about what it means to be a wife. And so if there's anything wrong or any threat to the sanctity of marriage in America, it comes from those of us who have the privilege and the right, and we have abused it for decades. We have nothing to fear from people who are committed to each other, who want to share their lives and protect one another in the event of sickness, illness, or death. We have nothing to fear from love and commitment. My only hope, Tom, is that we pass this bill, the governor signs it, and then we can learn from you, and you don't learn from us.